Freedom of speech. Your freedom of speech. What do you do for your freedom of speech? Do you sit there on your couch? Or do you wear it? Do you say it? Or just think it? It's really amazing what a hat will do for you. Changes your whole personality. This hat came from next door. We have an Army-Navy store. It's called Charlie Company Armory. They're a great little store. They've been here for about 3 years in this building. It's awesome. Hi, I'm Jeff from Liberty Printing of New Hampshire. And today I want to talk to you about your freedom of speech and why that's our First Amendment. There's a lot of reasons for it. There's a lot of reasons why we have the amendments in the first place. These are our Bill of Rights. Our rights. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. They're your rights. And the whole idea behind free speech is you're allowed to say whatever you want. Does it mean that you'll be heard every time? Absolutely not. It changes. It changes what people want to hear. It changes what they need to hear. That's one of the reasons why I started our company. Behind us are a couple of our shirts. We got a Kamala shirt, Life Continues, Freedom Isn't Free. You see, these are ideas, and that's where freedom of speech comes from. You're allowed to have your own ideas and put them out there in the world. If people like them, embrace them, great. If they don't, if it's hate speech, if it's speech that mildly offends or really offends you, well, unfortunately, that's why we are in this country, because we offended so many people back before 1776. We needed to have this right. It's not the fact that we're offending everybody. It's the fact that you have a difference of opinion, I have a difference of opinion, and we're able to voice it. You know, if you go into the military, into the Marines, and you see someone that has a hat like this, for that time, your freedom of speech is gone. Because you're in a position where you're not allowed to talk. He talks. Get off the ground, maggot, and do your job. Okay, that's what you have to do. But you are protecting, as a military, the right for everybody else in this country to have free speech. Our First Amendment rights. You're the first line, if you're in the military, to protect our rights. And we have a military to protect our country, our rights. Why am I saying this over and over and over again? Because there are so many people out there that would want to silence people like me, people like you, and tell you that, no, you don't have the right to say anything. You don't have the right to think anything. Matter of fact, put something over your mouth and let's not talk about it. Oh my gosh. That's what's happening in this country. We are at a tipping point. And every one of you out there is the tip of the spear. You have to say, enough is enough. You have to stand your ground, stand a line, and say, enough is enough. Republican, Democrat, no. American, yes. Be a true American. Embrace your freedoms. Don't let anybody take them away. Don't let anybody tell you you cannot have this right. These are God-given rights. Don't believe in God? They are inalienable rights. Boy, I can't say that word well. But it still means the same thing. Nobody can take these rights away from you. I don't care if you are 5 or 500. You still have this right. Can you imagine what they would have said 200 years ago if they said, you cannot say that, sir? They'd say, the hell I can't. I'm in the United States of America. I fought for this right to say this. And they would say it. You don't want to give up any of your rights, because as soon as you give up one, they'll take another. As soon as they take that one, they'll go for another. We'll discuss other rights later on in other videos. But this one is the most important, and that's why it's the first one. It's one of the first things that Hitler took away, Pol Pot, Stalin. The right to free speech was gone. You know, when they tell you, you cannot call a person this, you cannot say this to this person, you cannot think this, what do you think? Do you think that that's a good thing? Oh, it's politically correct. Politically correct. Politically. Isn't that funny? Let's take politics out of it and let's put freedoms in the place of that. It's your free right to say whatever you want. I'm sorry if it offends people. Guess what? Don't listen. Walk away. You don't have to listen. You don't have to give them a forum. You don't have to listen to my video. There was a disc jockey many years ago who had said that. He said, if you don't like what I have to say or how I say it, don't listen to me. I stopped listening. He's still going strong. Everybody likes him. I won't mention his name. And that's his right to say what he wants. It's my right not to listen. So when you look at what rights they're going to try to remove from you in the next couple of years, remember, this is your country. This is your country, your rights. And that's what we fight for in other countries, is to give them these rights. Let them understand that they have these freedoms. There are women in Afghanistan right now that are trying to use their freedom of speech that we taught them for the last 20 years. Unfortunately, they probably won't survive. And they probably won't ever be noticed because we left. That's a tragedy. You can't teach someone that they have a right and then just take it away. I hope that you have learned something from this video. I hope that someday you will use your freedom of speech and help somebody else. Help somebody else learn about their freedom of speech. And then we can all voice it together. You can use it to the highest form. You can yell it to God or not. Not judging, because that's the nice thing about this country. We don't judge. We just give you the right to think what you want. And you know what? Maybe you come over here, choose a t-shirt, go to my website, livefreeordietees.com. You find your voice, you wear it, and somebody asks you, where'd you get that shirt? And why are you wearing that shirt? And you can tell them why. Or you go into the military, someone that wears a hat similar to this says to you, you are going to protect these rights no matter what. And you will. I trust in you. And I trust in my fellow Americans. Have a great day.